Alright, with Jerome of Jerome Photography. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I see some beautiful portraits here. We'll get to those in just a second. You had a great idea that started with a friend's, I don't want to say unique because it does happen, but more of a rare form of cancer that a friend of yours went through.
Yes, I meet Peter, and he's a good friend of mine about 6 months, a month ago. Mm-hmm. And after talking a while, he told me he had a rare type of cancer, which is a breast cancer.
Yes, and men do get breast cancer, so and people may not be aware of that. And so this inspired you?
That inspired me to create an event and a photo session for him. And so we did a session of him in the nude, and he's 65 years old, and to empower him to get out of the, I'm depressed and,
right.
and I'm going through the motions. And it was very fun for him.
It must have been interesting to take pictures of his body, which when you are attacked by that disease, you feel like your body is working against you, and to have a beautiful photograph of a strong body would be maybe inspiring to him.
Well, that was the idea, and he also wanted a memory of his body at the time. Mm-hmm. It worked both ways, and not let the disease beat him.
Right.
That was the main reason.
So between December, when you started in December and right through to March, you're actually doing something with your photography studio, raising funds, right, for the Ottawa Regional Cancer Foundation?
I am. I'm giving away $100 for every portrait session we book.
Okay.
And this is a 3-month project, and it will be until March.
So every single portrait session that you do, you'll donate $100.
Yes, correct.
Of that. That is a lot of money.
It is. It's about the idea is to raise about $3,000. I'd like to raise at least $3,000. I'm hoping we'll do much more, but this is where the.
Well, let's talk about the portraits now. A portrait session can be something as easy as something that you put into a photo album, or it looks to me like you can even make it into something that's really special in your home.
Well, I'm hoping to create heirlooms, a portrait that you can cherish for a long time and pass to generations.
Right, exactly.
So that's really the idea.
Let's talk about the one to your left there. What a fun picture that is, and not a posed picture, right? It looks like you captured a moment in time there.
Well, the idea is not to capture people as much as the relationship. And so this picture is a good representation of a family who comes together, and where you really get the feeling of love of a kid for his parents, and vice versa. So this is really, yes, if you wish, a candid done in studio. Right.
This is very different than the average portrait where you see someone come in and maybe if you're going to bargain shop for a portrait, someone comes in and does this kind of thing. This is not what you're into.
No.
This portrait below you is just absolutely gorgeous.
This is a little girl. There's a story behind it. Her dad went to Afghanistan, so her mom came in and wanted a picture of her daughter to be sent to her dad. So I just wanted to really show the expression, the eyes, and so the dad can be.
It's amazing work, fantastic, Jerome. And I love this. Lots of color in this portrait beside me, and different 3 different shots, all with a theme. It's very, very cute.
Yeah, my framer called these triptychs. It's 3 images in a frame. And the idea is I had these siblings, and they were so much fun, and the little girls, and they brought this little umbrella full of color, and I couldn't walk away from it.
That's amazing. So what people can do is come in and get not just a photograph, but a special portrait that captures the personality or the essence of the person, and on top of that, end up donating through you $100 per session.
That's correct, and the idea is you bring something which is very personal to you. So 20 years from then, you say, "Oh, that was my dancing shoes," And I used to love to dance. And while you do all of this for yourself, you're also doing something great.
And it tells the story of who you were at the time, which is very important, I think.
I think so too.
So, how do people get a hold of you and book sessions?
They go to my website at jeromephotography.com.
Okay.
And just click on the link. I want to book.
All right. And real quick, as we go over to Leanne, I believe that we had a little puppy on the show, and you may have just added to your family.
Yes,
dude.
You have some puppies on the show coming up, and I just fell in love with one of them.
Oh, that is so cool. Leanne, over to you.